All right, welcome to this mini lesson on the Box and Whisker plot for the TI84 Plus CE. Here I have the Box and Whisker plot plotted on the screen. And what I've done is I've taken some data from stock market trading, and I'll put it here on the screen in just a moment. And here we go. So the idea here is that the first thing we do is we hit Stat and then Edit. And what I did was in the first column, I entered data for 24 trades of a stock market trader. And the first column would be the purchase price. So a basic strategy in the stock market is to buy an equity at a low price and sell it at a higher price. And then the difference between those two amounts would be the profit or loss in the third column. So column one, again, is the purchase price. Column two is the sale price in the stock market. And column three is the profit or loss, the gain or loss on that transaction. So for the first transaction of this equity, $2,270 was invested, and then it was sold for $2,370 for a gain of $100. Then for the second trade, it was bought for $2,250. Apparently the value went down. It was sold out at $1,760 for a loss of $490. The third trade was buy for $3,000, sold for $3,500 for a gain of $500, and so on. So if you look at this list of data entries, you can see that a lot of these purchases are between, most of them are, I guess, between, well, 1,000. Well, there's one that's less than 1,000 there, but between $1,000 and $6,000. I guess I could check the average on that. But you can also see that there are very few negative results in the at the end at the closing price. So for this equity, 24 trades were made. So we're analyzing to see how this person is doing with their decision making when they trade this equity. And look, there's some gains here in the thousands, but then there's this huge loss. And there are only 5 or so negative trades, but there was one huge loss where the person did not sell and lost over almost $6,000 minus $5,860. So there is that outlier there, but most of the trades here are positive. If you go down the list, there are a few $100 gain, and oh, there's another huge massive loss. So 2 large outliers there. But other than that, whatever method this trader is using, it seems to give positive results. And this person should probably analyze or do some type of stop loss to stop those massive losses on those days. Like something happened with this equity in the market that really rocked that investment, okay, for almost a total loss of a very large amount, as you can see. It's one of the larger starting investments. So what we do now is we have 24 full trades, buy, sell, and the gain or loss. So we hit Stat, right arrow, 1 variable stats, and we're going to analyze not the amount invested or the amount of the sale price, but the gain and loss column. We're going to check those statistics on L3. So the frequency list, don't do any repetitions. It's just 1 trade per row for 24 trades and calculate. And we get the statistical data comes up. And it looks like that over time, over 24 trades, that this trader had a gain, average gain of $165.83. So let's say for 24 trades, that means that over all 24 trades, this trader gained $3,980 extra dollars after all those investments. Sigma x squared is used for the variance and standard deviation. Here the sample deviation is 1661, and the total, the standard deviation itself is 1626. For n equals 24, the number of trades. And then they have the data for the box and whisker, which was our exercise today. So you can see the minimum, the lower whisker will be negative 5,860. Which was that outlier that's down here. And then we can also see that Q1 is $125, which means that the 25th percentile, that means 3/4 of the trades were yielded positive results, with the smallest being $125. The median of 520 means that half the trades earned him more than $520 profit per trade. And the 75th percentile was 900, and the maximum that was earned on any one trade was 2,000. So those are the those are the quartiles for the Box and Whisker. The next thing we would do is we would make sure that we go to second stat plot, and I'll just put the stat on the first of 3 plots, and we can see that we want it, make sure you hit enter so that it's on. And since we want a Box and Whisker, that's the 5th graph type. There's dot plots, linear, there's a histogram, or a histogram there, and then there's a Box and Whisker without the median, and also another type of dot plot here. We're using the profit loss column, so make sure you enter L3 for this linear Box and Whisker. Frequency is 1, and I chose the color of navy blue. Next thing you do is go to the window and make sure it fits on the screen. So make sure you write down those numbers for the Box and Whisker. And since our lower whisker was negative 5,860, I chose negative 6,500, so it fits in the window. And the greatest profit from any one trade was $2,000. So I put 2,500 for the right side of the window. And make sure that, let's see, Y fits on the screen, so 0 or 1, I guess, will work fine. And then let's just hit graph. So there's the graph of our data. And then if I was presenting it, I would probably just sum it up like that for this trade. N equals, there were 24 samples, 24 in the sample, 24 trades that buy, sell, and is it a profit or loss? And then I might even color code it, like the minimum is that massive whisker to the left. But then if you look at the 25th percentile, everything is on the positive side of that 0 of the y-axis, which represents no gain or loss. So Q1 was $125 gain, Q2 was $520, Q3 was $900, which you can see visually right away with the box. And the maximum, the upper whisker there goes up to 2,000. So this is a very nice quick presentation. It really shows that whatever signal trading, whatever this trader in the stock market is doing, it seems to be yielding positive results over time. And that would be a good presentation for a method of investing in the stock market. So there's how you can use your TI84 Plus CE to present a Box and Whisker plot. I hope this video was helpful for you as you're learning to program your Texas Instruments TI84 Plus CE, and thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel, and happy studying. Thanks for watching.